The rivalry between Argentina and Brazil.
Maradona! With Zico. And Zico from the free kick curls the equaliser right in the top corner.
What are the biggest rivalries that come to mind when you think of club football? Barca versus Real Madrid, River Plate versus Boca, Inter versus Juventus, Liverpool versus Manchester United. But when we talk about international football, there is only one rival worth talking about, and that has to be Brazil versus Argentina. And why is that so? Well, the fact is that whenever those teams play, we see some of the most exceptional players in world football. Be it Maradona or Zico in a few decades back, or Messi and Neymar these days. So today, let us look at some of their most recent and thrilling clashes and how they turned out leading up to the recently concluded Copa America final. Copa America 2004 final. If you want to talk about underdog stories on the international stage, Copa America 2004 provided precisely that. Argentina had a team full of talent, with Crespo, Zanetti, Ayala and D'Alessandro, with the charismatic Bielsa on the touchline. On the other hand, Brazil were glancing at the final years of Ronaldo Nazario, so while they had won the World Cup just 2 years earlier, many of the old guard had retired and Argentina were the superior team going into the final. And so, the Albiceleste were on course to win the game as Delgado made the score 2-1 in the 87th minute after goals from Gonzalez and Luis Sá had levelled the score.
Contra Júlio César, partiu Gonzalez, bateu, é gol da Argentina. Aí Alex, cruzamento, bola pra área, o toque, gol! Falhou, Renato, olha a bola batida, gol! Gol da Argentina!
However, Adriano changed the course of the match by scoring in the final minute. This was looking like the birth of a new superstar for the Celeste.
Quem sabe agora? Capricha Adriano, olha o bate! Gol!
In the penalty shootout, the defining moment of the match came as Julio César stopped D'Alessandro's efforts to give Brazil the title against all odds.
Começando a decisão, partiu D'Alessandro, bateu, Júlio César, pegou lá no primeiro. Vai Juan pra cobrança, partiu, bateu, acabou! É campeão da Copa América!
2005 Confederations Cup final. Brazil came into the competition as the current world champions. As they had also won the Copa America in 2004, Argentina secured qualification in the tournament, being the runners-up of the Copa America. Brazil defeated hosts Germany in the semi-finals. On the other hand, Argentina knocked out Mexico to ensure a rematch of the Copa America final. The final was nowhere close to the Copa America final, as the world champions thrashed Argentina 4-1. Adriano was the star of the show again, as his two goals got him the Man of the Match award.
Adriano, his power, his goal! Brazil lead in the 11th minute. Kaká, shots on for him, goal for him! It is the beautiful game. And Ronaldinho puts in goal number 3. And it's the perfect start to the second half for Brazil. going to be here themselves. And here's Adriano. It is 4-0 to Brazil. And here's a chance for Argentina. And it's a goal from Neymar. The Confederations Cup goes back to Brazil. They've overcome their old adversaries, Argentina. Adriano played a massive part.
Copa America 2007 final. Argentina looked to be in revenge mode as they went perfect in their group stage. On the other hand, Brazil finished in second place after Mexico. In one of the most lopsided Copa America knockout games ever, Brazil thrashed Chile 6-1 to silence their critics. And then they beat Uruguay on penalties to get a chance to reclaim their title. On the other hand, Argentina put some of their own convincing wins against Peru and Mexico to book a ticket to the Copa America final. But in the final, guess who won? Yes, Brazil, who once again rose to the occasion as they beat Argentina 3-0. The goals came from Julio Baptista, Dani Alves, as well as an own goal from Ayala. The wait for Argentina to win an international trophy went on.
Baptista, ele contra o Ayala, pé direito, bateu! Gol! Aí lá vem o Brasil, Daniel, cruzamento, olha o gol contra! Gol! Botou pra ele, a chance do terceiro, bateu cruzado! Gol!
The 2008 Olympics. Brazil and Argentina met in the semi-finals of the Beijing Olympics, with the silver medal on the line. The game was billed as a match between Lionel Messi and Ronaldinho. But the match was nowhere near the hype that was created, as Argentina won with a 3-0 scoreline. Sergio Aguero scored a brace, and Riquelme scored from the spot to book Argentina's place against Nigeria for the gold medal.
Instead for Di Maria. Di Maria shot is there. Aguero helps it in. Brazil appeal for offside, but the flag stays down, and it's first strike Argentina. Nudging right hand side, and that's all it is in. Aguero again. It's 2-0. In the final, Riquelme. It's there, it's 3-0, and surely now it's game over. The defending champions surely now through to defend their gold medal on Friday.
Argentina later won the gold medal, triumphing 1-0 and became the first international side to defend the gold medal in football for over 40 years. While some may think of it as a redemption for the Argentinians, others argue that the Olympics never see the best squads of most international sides. Copa America 2019 semi-final. Years passed with no Brazil and Argentina clash of substance. But after more than 1 decade, the wait ended in 2019 as they squared off again in the Copa America, this time in the semi-finals. But the Copa America story repeated once again, as goals from Gabriel Jesus and Firmino ensured that Brazil played the final against Peru.
Firmino, Brazil go in front, Gabriel Jesus, the wait is over. Gabriel Jesus sets it up. It's turned in by Firmino, and Brazil think that could be a winning lead. It's 2-0. It's all over. And is Is it all over now?
Brazil versus Argentina is always a heated match, but that one was more than usual. After the loss, there were numerous accusations from the Argentina team, mainly from Lionel Messi, as he criticised the football pitch and referred to the match referee as corrupt. A few days later, Argentina finished third in the Copa America race, and Brazil won their 9th Copa America. Copa America 2021 final. After losing 3 Copa America finals in a row alongside World Cup final Lionel Messi, and Argentina had a chance to win an international trophy for the first time in 28 years. Brazil looked to be a defensive wall as they were keeping clean sheets and tiring their opponents until the final. The history was on Brazil's side, based on the head-to-head record. However, it was finally Argentina's day to cherish. Argentina opened the scoring through Angel Di Maria. The PSG midfielder lofted the ball past the keeper after a delicious Rodrigo de Paul pass to give the 2-time world champions an empathetic start.
It could be in, what a chance, and what a finish as well! Argentina lead, thanks to a moment of magic from Angel Di Maria.
Despite the attacking wave coming from Brazil, Argentina held firm and finally got their hands on an international trophy. It was also the first winner's medal in Lionel Messi's career with Argentina. With all the humiliation Argentina suffered in recent years, revenge was definitely sweet and worth the wait. And considering their win arrived in Brazil's football temple, the great Maracanã Stadium, we are sure that for the Argentinians it was even more special. 7. Argentina 0-0 Brazil. Another recent fiasco that unfolded as these two great nations went head-to-head just reminded us of how this fixture is never without its share of theatrics. Just before the game, the Brazilian health authority, Anvisa, deemed 4 Premier League players as a health risk having travelled from the UK. The game kicked off as planned though, but as the first feisty tackle on Neymar came and the game came to life, all that excitement was sucked out of it as, shockingly, the authorities invaded the pitch and paused the match. The authorities wanted to remove Emiliano Martinez, Christian Romero and Giovanni Lo Celso from the pitch as they were starting for the Argentinians. As it happened, the game was suspended by the referee to the dismay of millions of fans watching the game around the world. Lionel Messi, the legendary captain of the Argentinians, later complained about how the whole situation should have been resolved before kickoff. The Argentinian players were apparently not made aware of the whole situation before kickoff, and they travelled to the stadium and onto the pitch with no one stopping them. While the delayed game was later played and ended in a 0-0 draw, it just goes to show that the thrill and drama is always, somehow, part of this historic South American rivalry. Final words. 1. With Messi and Argentina finally getting even with Brazil, any talk of possible mental block has evaporated. 2. Despite the historic rivalry, there is also a lot of respect between the two sides. Another proof to that was given during their last clash when, just after the match, Neymar and Messi were pictured laughing and talking to each other, showing how their friendship and respect goes beyond their football rivalry. We can't wait to see more of these in the next years, as the coming encounters between the two South American giants will surely continue to be amazing, with some of the greatest football stars facing each other.